All right. Time now is 8:05 a.m. in the morning on January 16th. Woke up about 10 minutes ago, actually 15, 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I feel really sleepy and tired. That's about 4 hours and 10 minutes of sleep. It's not very great. I wish I could sleep more, and I don't have a lot of time left. I'm thinking trying this. So I'm gonna try this. Yeah, and my phone hasn't charged the whole night again. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. Oh.
平時食咩㗎？係自己煮飯食啊定咩啊？你係咪一個？
佢係嗰啲，即係其實係嗰啲
感覺點啊？
哦，
咩事或者有啲咩嘅時候咧，你會覺得啊咁樣。
嗱，呢個就係叉拉湯啦，古先再買啫。
點食嘢啊？
All right, I just came back home. Time now is 3:22 p.m. on January 16th. I can't fucking do it, man. It's so bad. Like I can't feel my fingers. Like on the car. Oh my god, she's calling me. Fuck. All right. Finally, 5:25 p.m. I'm back at home. So I don't know where to begin, man. I don't know where to fucking begin. Okay, let's talk about today. So let's talk about what happened today. I woke up super early at around 7:45. Um, I only slept for about 4 hours and 15 minutes ish. Really tired. And I didn't have a lot of time. I thought I would have a lot of time, but I didn't. I brushed my teeth, changed my clothes, and got out and grabbed my own cereal. And then, of course, the host saw that I brought my own cereal and was like, "Oh, is Cheerios not good enough for you? Is Cheerios not good enough for you? Are you a real American? You don't like Cheerios?" So fuck it, right? Some milk, and the cereal isn't even that fucking good. And then I immediately stormed out, and I wasn't really late or anything. And then I got into the car. So outside of the house, the driveway, there's a white Tesla. I've never sat in a Tesla before, even though Teslas very much fucking exist in Hong Kong. I've never sat in one before. So I went in there, and it was an old woman and an old man. And they're both very, very, very old. And the old man is so old, it's like, like Prince Charles old, like broken teeth and stuff. So, like, I went in there, and then I was really sleepy. I almost fell asleep on the car, and they drove me all the way to a church in Chinatown. And at that point, it was fine. I was tired, obviously, but it was fine. The old woman, I'm not talking about my host, the other one, my grandma's friend, asked me questions like what is the host's name and what is the zip code, and I was a little cautious. I felt a little suspicious, like why are you asking me such questions? It's almost like I'm ordering something online with my credit card. And then afterwards, yeah, we went to church. Yeah, dude, I can't. I don't have the time and commitment to basically lay out every single thing that happened today. But all in all, everything sucks, okay? I thought today would be more luxurious than yesterday, because yesterday I had to take a fucking bus to some random fucking nowhere, go to Trader Joe's and Walgreens just to not find what I'm looking for, and then I buy a bunch of groceries, and they're super heavy, and the bus stop is super disgusting and messy. I came back, I tried to get McDonald's, I'm like a beggar, basically. There's no difference between me and a homeless person. I come back home, I eat like a fucking loser, and I just stuff the food in my mouth. I don't even like Big Mac. I don't even want to eat McDonald's. I just want to eat cheap food. I don't want to waste that much money. But then at the same time, I haven't had lunch in 3 fucking days. I need to have lunch. I've lost 4 pounds in the last week. I need to do something about it. And then so fine, you know what? Screw it, McDonald's. Even though my face is already covered in acne, there's too much oil in the food that I'm consuming. And then later at night, there's KFC. So yes, I'm stressed out. Yes, I'm very, very fucking stressed out. And then today, I thought today's gonna be more luxurious, and today actually is a little bit more luxurious because I get to see Hong Kongers, which is nice. It's a good thing to see people if you're kind. But yeah, went to the church. And there are more and more people, and at that point I just didn't know what the fuck was going on, basically. Like my grandma's friend just kept introducing me to people, and she's not very nice. Like during the car ride, she kept asking me questions, and I try my best to answer them as straightforward as possible, but I have to shout because she can't hear very well, and then she's like, "Why are you so quiet? Why are you so quiet?" So I kept shouting. So I went into church, and she introduced me to a bunch of people, and it's just a bunch of people that I don't know, even though they're Hong Kongers. Just because they're Hong Kongers doesn't mean I need to trust them. There are like 7.5 million Hong Kongers in this world. So they were asking me a lot of questions, and one of the pastors even gave me a form to write down my Chinese name and stuff. So I did write down my Chinese name. I did write down my phone number. I don't think that would be that detrimental. But as for the address and my Gmail, I actually purposefully made a few mistakes. Made a couple mistakes so that it's not real because it's a little sus, a little suspicious. Alright, anyways, went to the church service that goes from 9 to 10:30 a.m. and it was in a huge hall, and I sat there, and it was nice. It was nice. Air conditioning, it's spacey, and it's nice, very comfortable, and I basically fell asleep. I was like fishing. I was fishing throughout the whole sermon. I was just so goddamn fucking tired. And then afterwards, it was 10:30. I thought the service ends at 12 noon, but apparently not. There's a little bit more. There's a Sunday meeting thing. So there's this guy. Okay, so when I went into the church service, when I went into the church sermon, it was all in Cantonese. The old woman, like my grandma's friend, and her husband had parted ways with me. We're gonna meet a little later, but they had parted ways. Instead, they introduced me to a pastor, and the pastor introduced me to another guy, and the guy took me there in the balcony. So we were there, and in the balcony, apparently this is the university students corner, like the college students corner, so a lot of university students are there, and there's another guy, and he shook my hand. Apparently he used to be a student at my college as well, and now he's studying in a Cal State University, majoring in animation. So we shook hands, we started to talk, and it was nice. It was finally nice. Finally someone close to my age knows what kind of shit I've been through, and we shook hands, we chatted a lot, and it was genuinely nice moment. And it was only 10:30, and I'm like, okay, what now? And so we went to another like study group thing, just me, that man who is 2 years older than me, I think, or maybe 3, and a few other people, like maybe 8, 9 other Hong Kongers who are also somewhat older than me by like 3-4 years ish. All university students. We went into this other building across the street, and it was like this little room, and we all sat down and talked about Corinthians 7, which is about marriage. Like, why do I need to know about marriage? There's no way in hell am I gonna get married. I haven't even had my first date yet, so there is totally futile. But it's whatever. It's a good chat. It's a nice time. And then afterwards, me and the old couple, they were like, "Oh, where do you want to go?" I'm like, "It's whatever." And they're like, "No, you gotta make a decision." So I'm like, "Okay, I want a yum cha." So we went all the way to Monterey Park, which is east of Los Angeles, to yum cha. You drink to have lunch over there, and it's been a while since I've had a lunch of this portion. So obviously I couldn't finish it all. I feel really stuffed. I feel really full, but it was a nice meal. There were vegetables here, which is fucking nice. God, I rejoice looking at fucking vegetables. And at that point it was nice still. Like I wasn't still as emotional distraught as I was half an hour ago. But after that, basically after that, after that, there was still a lot of food left. There were fried noodles, so I had to take away. It had to go to packing. So yeah, whatever, packing. So we packed it, take away, and went back to the car park. And then the original idea was that the old woman's gonna bring me around and go to like Chinese supermarkets and buy some food and buy some items that I need to use and stuff and whatever, and just bring me around. And that seems like a swell idea, except I also have a bunch of homework to do, and I have to hand them in today and stuff and things. So I'm like, okay. Plus the fact that I already went out yesterday and bought stuff. I bought chocolate milk and a bunch of candy and stuff yesterday. So you know what? That's fine. So at the end, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna buy 4 egg tarts, and that's pretty much it. So it's like, okay, 4 tarts. So we went to another shop in Monterey Park where it's a bakery, and I bought 4 tarts with my own money, $6.09. And then afterwards, we basically left. And it is at that point when things got really, really, really out of hand, like emotionally for me. I don't know what's going on with me. It's almost like because I'm reading about this in my psychology textbook, this is happening to me. Like last time when we talked about stress disorders, that was very fucking stressful. And this time, the chapter is about anxiety disorders and including panic disorders. And I had a like I wouldn't say I had a panic attack, but I had an attack of some sorts inside the car. So it was hot. It was actually really, really, really hot. I was wearing this undershirt, a thicker shirt, and a jacket. And because the old couple are old, so they don't really need they don't really need a lot of air nor a lot of cold. So the car is completely sealed 100%. There's no air, and I feel like I'm in a microwave slowly being cooked. But that is not the only thing that's happening. So I don't know why, but I start to feel really worried. So there's food. I got the tarts. I got the fried noodles take away from that restaurant, and the old woman also bought me some food and stuff, and I have to bring them back home. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna ask the host to see if I can bring food back home. So I asked the host on text. I texted her, and obviously it's not okay. So I'm like, oh, can I use your refrigerator, use your fridge to put the food? And of course, it's not okay. Of course, she doesn't allow it. Of course, because why would she? Why would she be nice to me? Of course, if there is any single fucking possibility of a nuisance, there will be a nuisance. So, oh, of course. And then I'm like, okay, fine. I'll put it in my refrigerator. I have a small refrigerator here. Fine. I'll do it. I'll put it in mine. That's totally okay. That's totally fine. And then and I texted her, okay, it's fine. And she's super worried. She sent a bunch of texts like, oh, what is the food? How big are the boxes? Like, where are you getting them? When are you getting them? When you do get them, take a photo for me, please. Why? Are you worried that I'm going to bring a bomb here? Are you worried that I'm going to bring a durian food? Is Chinese food too exotic for you? Too weird? Too alien for you? What's going on? So, I'm minding my own business. I'm putting it in my fucking fridge. Why, what's your business, man? So, fine, I took a photo, and obviously, it's not even good enough. She's like, no, you cannot fit in the fridge. And I said, I can't, I'll figure it out. And at that point, I want to throw up. I had stomachache. I want to throw up. I breathed really, really, really hard and fast. I I couldn't even feel my fingers. I feel my fingers and my toes getting numb. My entire face was red probably. I don't know. And I've never even sat in a Tesla before. I wanted to open the window, but I don't know where to open the window, and I don't know if the old couple even like it. If I open the window, I can ask them, but if I ask them, I have to shout, and I don't have the energy to shout because I'm just so fucking hot and so fucking running out of breath. And then I look at everything around me. The fact that I'm in Los Angeles, everything's pricey and everything's painful, and I don't have any friends, and this place goddamn sucks. And I just want to die. I just want to get out of the car and I just want to breathe and I just want to die. Like, this is just such an intense moment. I wouldn't say it's a panic attack, because if it's a panic attack, it should be very terrifying. But like, it is an attack of some sorts, okay? Like, I feel super stressed out. I just really, really wanted to breathe. It was so hot, it was so shiny, and like, I just have to deal with everyone, every single person, man. I have to deal with every single person. Like, and then to make things worse, the host calls me, and I have to speak to her as if I'm fine. I need to do this voice. I need to do this I'm fine voice. And then she calls me again, and then she doesn't even say anything. So I hung it up. So yeah, I made it back home. Finally, privacy. Took a breath, took off my shirt, whatever. And then, of course, she had to storm in here and was like, "Oh, what food did you bring?" And to add insult to injury, to add injury to insult, she, with her outside shoes, with her sports shoes, must step on my slippers. Nope. These. She stepped on it. I can see marks on it right now. Of course, to make it even worse. I want to die. I actually want to die. And then she saw me with only this shirt, and I was like on my teary eyes, because I thought to myself, like, if I could just go to bed and wake up, and I wake up in my own bed, like, wouldn't it be nice? If I wake up and I realize I'm still in Hong Kong, things would be way better. You know, things would be way better there. And minus the political situation, like, part of the reason why I come here is the politics, but if Hong Kong is politically a better place right now, you're damn sure I'm going back. Even if it means 21 days of quarantine. 21 days of quarantine means nothing if I can live forever in somewhere better, you know? 21 days mean nothing in comparison to forever. I don't want to live in Los Angeles, man. This place fucking sucks. And I think about, when is the last time I was happy? Like, every time I come back home, the host would be like, "Oh, did you have a fun class? Did you have lunch with your friend over there? Did you have a fun lunch?" Like, fun your ass. I haven't had fun since so long. I haven't been happy since like 2013. And then I thought to myself, actually, no. Actually, I take that back. The last time I've been happy, it was November of 2020 when I last spoke to Mary, and I just really miss Mary, and I just really wanted to speak to Mary, and I just can't live like this. Every single goddamn day, it's like a war. It's like survival. It's like hell, basically. I'm in the second layer of hell, because in Hong Kong it was the first layer. It's already bad, right? It's already terrible, but now it's even worse, because in Hong Kong, at least, I know where to go and I have people, okay? And I can manage. But in here, it's even worse. In here, it's like it's like a barren wasteland. And I'm just picking up scraps from the floor. All these people, like, all these glimpses of hope are nothing but scraps of trash on the floor, and I'm gathering them in the hopes that I will find salvation. And maybe in the future I'm gonna be successful and live a meaningful life, when in fact I'm just spiraling down this hell, this forever hellhole, this shithole, this fucking this parade of shit, of literally shit on the floor, and figuratively, okay? Like, oh man, I just can't handle it, okay? I have to. I feel like I'm just forever surviving. Just every single day, just stuffing snacks and foods, pieces of junk into my mouth, slithering and withering away in the heat and the dryness. My hands are fucking broken because the weather is so dry, and I have to constantly put hand cream on them. Otherwise, and that's just my hands. How about my feet? How about my face? How about the rest of my body? I I already give up on like finding a girlfriend or some shit like that. Like even friends, like even people that I can rely on is so rare to come by. They're so fucking rare, and I can't live like this. I can't eat food like this. My face is not treating me well. I have acne. Yesterday, while I was in the bathroom, my nose started bleeding, which is fine. It's not a huge deal because they bleed all the time when I was in Hong Kong as well. But my body's obviously not treating me well, and yeah, it's just suffering. It's just fucking. It just can't get. It can get worse, but if it can get worse, it will get worse. That's what I'm trying to say. What if this is already the better? Like, what if it does get worse? Like, what if I go out and move out and rent out and it's too expensive, so I find a cheaper room, I find a roommate somehow, and it's a mess and I don't have place to put my stuff, and hygiene-wise, it gets terrible, I get sick, I get infected. What if I'm forever gonna live like this? I'm forever going to eat shit for the rest of my life. I have terrible body conditions, terrible health conditions. I can't make connections. Like, I should just give up about like becoming the president of HKSA or joining the film club committee members or some shit like that when I'm even an alien in front of a bunch of Hong Kongers. I mean, I can get along with them. It's not like before when I just stand still and be silent like a wooden doll because I just have like this anxiety of speaking to people. Not really a disorder, but you get the idea. And now I'm a little bit better at socializing with people, which is great, but still I'm still a long way. I'm still a long, like a light years way of being at the standard minimum of where I want to be. At least I want to live a healthy life. I'm living in piles of trash every single day right now. I'm breathing, drinking, and eating shit, and I'm living shit, and I'm sleeping shit. I don't dream anymore. At least I want to have sweet dreams. At least I want to sleep all the way until the morning without the pressure of waking up every morning, even though my classes are fucking afternoon. Every single thing sucks. And I was teary-eyed, I was like breathing really hard, and the host was like, "Oh, what's wrong? You won't fucking get it, you American, because life is so fucking easy for you." Oh yeah, life, the sunshine, palm trees. Well, have a taste of this depression. Have a taste of this pain. Just live it a little bit. Just live in my shoes, and you'll know. And you'll just find the nearest plank of wood and launch your head into it until the jagged wood splinters splice your throat and cut your esophagus until you lose your breath and die. And that's my general plan for the next goddamn rest of the days of my life. Alright, time now is 7:21. I feel better now, even though I still cannot deny how terrible today is. Just as terrible as yesterday, I have to admit, just as terrible. But yeah, had a phone call with my mom, had a phone call with my mom's friend again, the godfather, the friendly, fictional father, I don't know how to say it. But, yeah. So, it is 7:22 and it's supposed to be dinner time, the host should be making me food for dinner, which is cool. Thank you for making me food, even though I actually paid for it. When I paid the $4,200 US. So, I went out. The kitchen is completely dark. Don't know where she went. Maybe she saw me teary-eyed and super like nervous and she's freaked out, or maybe she realized how much I hate how I live right now, and she's just like, screw it, I give up on this kid. I know he paid. Thanks for the money. Bye bye. Fuck you. I'm just gonna let you starve to death. Maybe that's the case. And if that's the case, it would be great because it would be less time dealing with her, but it would also be a problem because I need to have dinner. And I was originally going to buy Yoshinoya beef rice. So, so, after buying the egg tarts originally, plan is also to go to Yoshinoya and buy some beef rice for dinner tonight. And that is before I learned that apparently dinner tonight also includes me now. Again, okay, whatever. And plus the fact that I was already really tired and I was about to explode inside the car, and also the fact that I don't want to bring too much food back home because I know it's gonna be a problem, and which it is a huge problem for the host. But Yoshinoya beef rice, I really want to fucking eat it because in Hong Kong I can't, because in Hong Kong Yoshinoya is under Maxim, so by paying for food in Yoshinoya you're paying Maxim, and Maxim is literally working for the CCP, and it fucking sucks because they have politicized Yoshinoya. I can't eat there now. But in here, Starbucks and Yoshinoya, come get me, baby. So, yeah, I'd like to eat a gyudon. I'd love to eat a gyudon. I love to eat Japanese food. I just want some Asian friends. Yeah, I'm not even. Yeah, I just want friends. That's all. I did speak to Natalie a little bit, so today Pink talked to me a little bit as well, talking about her situation, which I will not get into too much because it's private. I did speak to Natalie a little bit. Natalie's grades are finally released. Yay. I want to talk to Natalie about how much I miss her without sounding weird. But I do really miss Natalie. I still really regret not secretly taking photo of Natalie when we had our lunch together. I did speak to Cedric again, or actually Cedric DM'd me on Instagram, and Brandon DM'd me out of nowhere. Brandon saw, so out of nervousness, I made 3 Instagram stories of me basically ranting about how shitty my life here is, without sounding like a lunatic. So I complained about the food, the hygiene, the prices, everything really. And I just listed them out, and Brandon saw it, and Brandon DM'd me and said, Guile, add oil. So, yeah, shout out to Brandon, I guess. It's so random. But, yeah, I should have double tapped that. Oh well. But, yeah, that is all. I wish I could, even if I don't see Mary ever again, in real life physically, at least I want to keep having a chat with her on WhatsApp or something. Oh man, I wish I could. And thanks to social media, at least I could look at photos of her online, and if she posts something on Instagram, I would see it, which is really nice. So, social media is great in that aspect. But yeah. I don't know, man. I have no idea what to do. So tomorrow is going to be a whole day at home. I have the fried noodles for lunch. I don't even want to eat them. They're good for today, but they're also really filling, and they don't taste necessarily great, actually. I don't even want to eat them. But you know what? If there's food, I'll eat it. Screw it. Egg tarts for tomorrow morning breakfast, actually. Yes, egg tarts for breakfast. Nice. I'm not going to eat any of that fucking bagels. Bagels are nice. Eggos are nice too. But I don't want to eat them, okay? They're so full of oil, and they're making my face break. Look, one more here and one more here. So originally, before I came to USA, it's just one here and one here, I think. No, just this one, just the one. And then by the time I arrived to Seattle, it's this and this. Probably because of my dramatic sleep schedule change and stress on my body. But it sort of slows down until I started living in this house, and then it is this, this, and then lately this and this, and also this. And it's yeah. So yeah, my face is being fucked over by oil. So I'll have egg tarts, which is kind of funny because now that I'm thinking about it, egg tarts is probably just as oily as just regular bagel or Eggos. Not as oily as Eggos. But yeah, probably still very oily, unfortunately. So I would definitely prefer cereal for breakfast in terms of healthiness, but the cereal here I got are terrible. I would love to get some cinnamon crunch if I can, or Fruit Loops, something like that. Just get a big box of it. But yeah, that's tomorrow. Stay at home forever. Tuesday, apparently I have to return to the college. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to wait for news. But regardless, if it's online or it's on ground, I don't care. Either way, it sucks. Either way, have its pros and cons. So if this psychology course completely goes online, I don't have to risk getting COVID now. Yeah, because I will go out less, which is nice. But that also means I will be staying in this house more, which means facing the woman more, the host, which is bad because I hate that. But in turn, I have a lot of free time here. But also, I'll be super bored. If it's online, if it's on ground, then I'll have to commote every day, waste money. But I'll have friends to hang out. I'll have a social life, more of a social life, and yeah, but I would have less time, less free time. So pros and cons for both things. Pros and cons for both things. So I honestly don't care because of that. This is a approach avoidance conflict. Yeah. My whole life is basically an approach avoidance conflict or an avoidance conflict. Someone's calling me. I don't know who it is. Okay, I'm not gonna pick it up. Maybe? I don't know. Alright, so time now is 12:35. I finished my film homework. I finished my psychology homework. I'm feeling fine. Except for my lips, right here. Not my lip, my chin, right here. It's hurting again. It's hurting. It's hurting pretty bad. Anyways, it's kind of late and I'm really sleepy, so I'm gonna watch half of Spencer. I'm gonna only watch half of it. I'm gonna watch half of it tomorrow. Yes. So tomorrow's gonna be a very free day where I do nothing but reviews. I'm gonna do a film review video. I may or may not do an album review as well, and watch Spencer, watch anime, do homework. Just gonna stay at home all day, really. I'm gonna finish the orange juice now, finally, after 16 days, and yeah, that'll be all. I'm really tired, so yeah. Had a pleasant talk with Natalie. I don't know what to say to Natalie, to be honest, and because I don't really know how to put this, but I feel like I'm getting cautious with what I say again, which is bad because Natalie and Cedric are supposed to be two of the most trustable friends I have, so I should be able to just express all my thoughts in my head to them without filter at all. But sometimes I just feel like, should I tell this to Natalie? Don't know. And I guess it's a good thing to have this filter, but also maybe it's not a very good thing. I don't know. I'm also like coughing, not because of COVID, but because I don't know. I think it's because I just had a very sensitive airway. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really tired. I miss Natalie, I miss Mary. And yeah, I'm gonna I don't know if I can finish The Virgin. Okay, I think I can finish The Virgin within January, so there's that. I'm gonna finish The Virgin and I'm gonna cut it into 4 parts and I'm gonna give it to Natalie in 4 parts because I know that in one part she will not finish it because it's very long. So I'm gonna cut it in 4 parts or something. Yeah, that is all for today. And then for tomorrow, JT's gonna hang out with her Filipino friend, Filipina. Oh yeah, speaking of which, my helper's husband died of heart disease not too long ago, and yeah, shocking news because a few months ago her mother died. So like wow, like don't know what to say. Feel really sorry, and that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So yeah, tomorrow JT's gonna hang out with her friend. I don't know if this counts or not. I honestly don't know if the person today I met count as a friend or not. Now, when I talk about friends, I mean if a phone number or an Instagram is exchanged, then it is considered friends because a connection is made. It doesn't mean you have to trust the person. It doesn't mean you have to be close to the person or know the person. As long as a phone number is exchanged or an IG is exchanged, you've made a connection and it counts. So for JT, she's already made 3. And for me, from college, 0, but the church 1. So there's that, I guess. There's that. But then again, you have to realize that I was only able to befriend him because of my grandma's friend, because of my grandma. So it's not really independently a friend made by me solely. You know, there are connections. So should that count though? It's different from like making a friend from someone you know from college, like JT did. So yeah. Alright, time now is 11:35 a.m. in the morning on January 17th. Right, so yeah, I had a very damn good sleep. I went to bed very freaking early. I think at around 2:10 a.m. and I just fell asleep. It was really, really nice. And I slept all the way till like 9:40 and I just naturally woke up. I don't know why. And I was like, okay, let me go back to sleep. But I couldn't fall back asleep. But I managed to lay on my bed all the way until 10:30, which is when the alarm rang. So, yeah, 7.5 hours is like the natural time for me now. So, yeah. Anyways, the breakfast is cheese and bacon omelet. Of course, no vegetable. The host's omelet has tomatoes in it, which is, I'm not a big fan of tomatoes in omelets, but if I see fucking vegetables in this house, I fucking hoard it, okay? I fucking hoard it. You bet my ass, I fucking hoard the vegetables. So, during breakfast, and I was, in goodwill, despite the fact that the host has been getting on my nerves lately, and by lately I mean the past few days, I still had the, the kindness to offer her some egg tarts, which is, which my grandma's friend has bought, well, I bought with, well, it's not money I made, but I bought. I paid for it, but you get the idea. Turns out I was so goddamn naive. Because of course, if there's something possibly wrong, it will go wrong. It will go wrong. If you think that now there are 2 possibilities when I offered them egg tarts. They could say, "Oh, that's great. Let us try it," or and "Oh, let us try it." Okay, well, if you can't finish it, go take it back to your room. It's fine. It's your room. It's your property. We're not gonna mess with you. Or, no, we're not gonna try it. It's weird. Fuck off. And no, don't take it back to your room. So we're confiscating it, but we're not gonna fucking eat it. And of course, it's the latter. So, yeah, I shouldn't have even told. I should have lied. Next time I bring food back home, I will lie. I will lie as much as possible. Because they confiscated my egg tarts. forced me to put in a Ziploc bag, which is fine. And by they, I mean her. She confiscated them, put it in a bag, and didn't allow me to bring it back to my fucking room. And she kept saying, "Oh, but the critters will smell it. They can smell it." What the fuck is a critter, bitch? What the fuck is a critter? Is it a wrapper? Is it a dish? What is a critter? I don't fucking care. Okay? I should have put it back here. I got, you know, this is my little paradise. I don't have to fucking go out. So I have my own paradise here. Yeah, it's a little messy, but I got everything I need, okay? Stuff that I have to immediately use. Kiwis. Fruits! Cereal, because Cheerios fucking suck. Potato chips. And I actually got lunch there. I got lunch. You can't starve me now. You can't. And they had to confiscate my egg tarts. You know, I asked the host, "Oh, would you like to try some?" And she's like, "Well, that's very kind of you, yeah. But I'm bad with new food." And I'm like, okay. You know what? I accept it. And then I asked her son, well, she asked her son, and her son's like, "Oh, yeah, sure." And then when I actually took out the egg tarts, he's like, "Well, I actually didn't think I would have to eat them." So yeah, that's a no then. I shouldn't have even brought them out. Shouldn't have even told them. So, and then of course it's not finished. It's not finished. Every single fucking time, it's not finished. The conversation is not done. Before I left, without my egg tarts, okay, I was already defeated into the ground. She said, "You know what? When you go back home, don't put your masks in the bathroom bin." Now, usually in Hong Kong, when I go back home, first thing I go through is the door, and then into the hallway, and then there's a big rubbish bin where I just throw whatever in it, okay? I usually throw my mask first thing, because I don't want to wear my mask into my own bedroom, because it's dirty, and my bedroom is supposed to be clean, so everybody throws it in the, you know, in the rubbish bin in the living room, to make sure, and the rubbish bin in the living room is maintained very well. It is kept very clean, because it's the trash bag that's being tended to the most frequently. So everybody should throw their masks in there, and it works. It's a good system. But in this house, there's no fucking rubbish bin in the living room. It's just a dimly lit, crooked, distorted hall. So what's the first rubbish bin I can run into? The one in the bathroom. So I throw it in there, and I know that the one in the bathroom has a lot of trash, so it gets tended to frequently. So it makes sense. It's better to put it there. But no, I have to take it to my room. Yeah, I need to fucking leave this goddamn place, man. You know what? I should keep a journal. I should keep a log of every single goddamn requirement she's made by the day, okay? And I'm having allergic reactions to the dog. I'm coughing here because the air here is just terrible. I can't even, like, my throat is already getting fucked from the back. So, I'm not having a great time, man. I'm not having a great time. So here's my plan, right? Okay, I have plans for today. Okay, obviously, I'm gonna stay here the whole day today. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to fucking go out, okay? I don't want to do that. Okay, so today is homework, couple reviews, watch Spencer, watch anime, good stuff. I'm gonna call the school's cashier office to see if they can make my student ID, because I can't fucking email them because the email gets fucking rebounded for some reason. Welcome to the USA. Every single goddamn company and institution just lazy as hell. They're all staffed by sloths. And then yeah, I'm gonna try to handle my some other stuff. Just fucking hell. The bank debit card, I got it. You gotta use it. The booster shot stuff. The masks, I just can't figure it out, man. I want the ones that touch the face, but A is too expensive, B is really rare, and is really difficult to come by. But my grandma's friend lent me a mask yesterday, so at least I could use that. And it's washable, which I'm not a huge fan of. But you know what? If it works, it works, whatever. Then, as far as the egg tarts go, I will steal it back. You bet my fucking ass I will steal it back. Except that is dangerous, because I don't know how often do they check the drawer. So, I either just eat them all 4 of them, which is a lot. Usually I just eat 1 to 2. I'm just gonna eat 4 of them, and it's fine because I don't have lunchtime here anyways. I'm gonna starve here. If there's food, I'm gonna eat it. And if there are fruits, I'm gonna eat it. So, I'm gonna take those egg tarts. I'm gonna eat them today, eat them all. If I can't finish them, I'll figure out a way. I'll figure out a way. But, yeah, there's that. So, that's it for today. I was actually quite happy this morning. Not really happy, but my mood was significantly better this morning in comparison with the last 2 days. Like, I had a dream, and it's not a particularly great dream, but in the dream I saw Natalie, I saw Cedric, and I saw Topher. And we're back in the school days, and it's amazing. I love dreams like that. You know, it reminds me of the past. It's awesome. It's amazing. And after I woke up, I felt nice, honestly. I felt nice and refreshed. And then, of course, breakfast happens, and I have to speak to that woman, and of course, it has to be like this. Of course, you have to ruin my day, just every fucking chance you get, man. Every fucking chance. I love it. I absolutely love it. Go on and make it even harder for me to live here. Go on and make it even harder. Let's do it, man. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking die, man. Let's fucking die. So, yeah. Not forgetting to mention that while I was washing the dishes and putting them in the dishwasher, I was like, next time you make omelets, can you maybe put some tomatoes in it? And I was gonna say, it's because I don't eat a lot of vegetables nowadays because of this fucking culture, right? And she's like, well, of course she cannot answer it nicely. Of course she has to make it my problem. Of course. Of fucking course. Oh, you want tomatoes in your omelet? Well, it's your fault, darling. Darling? Who the fuck says darling? Honey. Like, what? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Say my name. Even if you mispronounce, don't say darling. It's so fucking gross. But you're like, you gotta wake up early, darling, because you wake up so late. I woke up 10:30. It's not that fucking late. Back in the Hong Kong days, I wake up at 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Now that's late. I admit it. But 10:30 is totally fucking normal. It's within the morning times. And she's like, no, you gotta wake up early, darling. Otherwise, like, I would just have to make it for you. It's your fucking fault. Ugh. I swear to God, if it gets worse next week, I will consider moving out. I will consider moving out if it gets worse next week. Even though I have no place to go, I might as well turn into a homeless and sleep on the streets. Cause this is horrid. It is horrid. This is horrid. This is atrocious. This is disgusting. This is just every way imaginable frustrating, and just life squeezing, and I just wish I'm in my own home right now in Hong Kong, where I can A, do whatever I want, B, be in a better environment. There are vegetables, there are fruits, I can have snacks in my room. It is not the end of the world. There are fucking cockroaches in my room. But it's not the food that's making it. Actually, for last year, the number of cockroaches that showed up in my room has decreased significantly. And I think it's partially because of the food, but also it's because of the hygiene of the apartment in general, because the cockroaches travel from here to there. And it's also about conditions like humidity and temperature. It's not just the food, it's not fucking critter. What the fuck is a critter, man? Is that what you hit with the baseball? Yeah. And the Wi-Fi here is terrible too, so I love it. Alright, time now is 2:32 p.m. I just finished watching Spencer. Good movie. I really like it. So about 27 minutes before the movie ended, or I think about half an hour before the movie ended, um, suddenly I heard knocking on the door. Of course. Of course. And guess who it is? Guess who it is? It's the host. Yes. Of course, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop from there. The host came in and said, well, I see the cereal over there. You gotta put it in the bag. So she gave me a plastic bag, right here actually. And it's fucking dirty. Like, I don't want to fucking use it. She's like, it's been used, like, she told me to put my cereal here. And basically grab all the food in my room, which I have plentiful of, and put it out there. And then she came in even more. She's like, what are you hiding? Because I was holding the door. Because this is my room. I know this is her house, but I deserve some privacy, right? So I was holding my door, and she pushed open the door, and she's like, what are you hiding in here that you're trying to hide from me? And, well, guess what, bitch? I have nothing to hide from you. I mean, I'm watching a movie right now. I have it paused. And the fact that she interrupted me during a movie is already very irritating. Okay, let's say she doesn't know I'm watching a movie. Fine. But she interrupted me still. She came in and she saw these plastic bags, which, yes, it's a mess. If I was in Hong Kong right now, it wouldn't be the case. But this house is just so goddamn dumb that I have all this mess now. And so she's like, oh, this is messy. Tomorrow the house cleaner is gonna come and blah blah blah. And you gotta clean all this. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then the dog came, the Rottweiler, and he's a cute dog, not gonna lie, but the dog came, and then her son came, and then her son jokingly was like, dog, go in. And I'm like, okay. So the dog didn't come into my room at last. But yeah, still. I was gonna steal back my egg tarts, and now she wants all the food to go out. And I fucking refuse, man. I fucking refuse. Plus the fact that a lot of these foods have not even been opened. How will ants and critters, whatever the fuck critters are, crawl in when they're not even open? So my plan is to just hide them, man. And I am certain that at some point, maybe tomorrow, she's gonna straight up come in here and start checking my shit without my permission. And that fucking sucks. So if this goes on for a week, if it just gets worse and worse and worse, and she takes advantage of me more and more and more and more, and she tries to invade my privacy more and more and more, you know what? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna ask for a refund, and I'm gonna leave. Now I don't know how does that work. Now, it's 3 months, and every month is $1,400. So perhaps I have to live until January, the end of January, to because it's logical. But still, that would be a couple weeks. But another issue is that I don't know anyone who has a place that I can crash in. But I will need to, because this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible, and I just can't keep up with it. It's just day after day after day after day after day of fucking madness is what this is. I'm watching Spencer, and it's a psychological drama about how Princess Diana is being is just undergoing so much pressure because everybody's telling her things and everybody's watching her. And I feel like, again, it's so awesome how I resonate with movies sometimes. I don't feel like I'm being watched, but I'm definitely feeling a lot of pressure in this goddamn house, and I just want to leave. I just want to get out of here, really. So I'll handle all this mess later. I still got homework to do. So right now the plan is I'm gonna go out and have lunch. I'm gonna eat those fried noodles, have some of those egg tarts, whatever, and come back in. I'm gonna handle this mess, and it'll be a-okay. Okay. I hope she doesn't do any of that tomorrow to me, because it just gets worse and worse and worse, and I'm about to reach my breaking point, man. Like, I feel like when she busted into my door, when she knocked, well, she didn't bust in, I opened, but when she interrupted me like that, A, I wasn't smiling, because who the hell would smile in that situation? B, I was legitimately visibly angry, and at some point I just wanted to yell at her, I just want to swear at her, I just want to do things. But if I do that, then her son, who is like 250 pounds, for some reason, like, may fucking kill me if I do so. So, really, like, I just want to fucking leave this place, really. I just want to leave. You know how Uber has reviews? If I can review this house, I probably give it like a 2 out of 10. You know, sometimes the dinner is good. That's the only good thing. That's the only goddamn good thing that this house offers. Everything else, from the tables to the Wi-Fi to the rules to the hygiene of this house to the layout, everything's fucked. Everything's fucked. I would rather live in a small, tiny, cramped ass apartment in Hong Kong, 32 floors up, than this shit. Okay? So, am I mad? Yes, extremely. And I don't know, man. Okay. Right now, I can still barely hang on and live here. But, once again, like I said, if it gets any worse, I'll be forced to move out. I will move out, and I will ask for a refund. Okay? I will ask for a refund, and I will move out. And that is the plan. Kill me. Kill me. Please. Just fucking kill me already. For fuck's sakes. You've got to be fucking kidding me, right? You've got to be fucking kidding me, right? Alright, time now is 8:07, 8:08 p.m. on January 17th. Just had dinner. The dinner is surprisingly not a lot of meat today. It's basically chicken stock with chopped up celery and carrots, macaroni, and then bread, and then it's some salad, some leftover salad. And the salad is taken right out of the fridge. Like a plate of salad, just right in the fridge, without any lid or anything covering it or wrapping around it, which is a little gross. But yeah, it's fine. I'm just happy that I'm able to have salad. I like vegetables, okay? I drank a small cola bottle, a can of cola. That's it. Throughout the whole meal, I didn't say a single word, so there's that. Yeah, not much else happened. Obviously, not obviously, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Before dinner, I'd say an hour before dinner, I received a text from the host. Of course, if there's something that could go wrong, it will go wrong for this host. If there's any possibility of things going worse, it will go worse because it's this host. So this host texted me saying that I'm gonna have to go out and identify something for her, because after I had my lunch, I used utensils to eat food, so I used a fork and a bowl, and she's like, "Oh, aside from the fork and the bowl, did you put anything else in the dishwasher?" I'm like, "Nope." Because apparently the dishes are supposedly already clean, but I still put them in the dishwasher, and I didn't even fucking know that, dude. I haven't used a dishwasher in my life before, so there is that. Yeah, yeah. So I'm probably gonna finish the egg tarts tomorrow. I'm gonna eat them as breakfast. Nice. And I'm gonna try to hide all my food, other than the berry cereal, because she knows about the berry cereal, but everything else will go hidden. If she doesn't know about them, she doesn't have to know about them. I don't need to reveal any more information to her. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm really full, because I get to have lunch twice in a row, so that's really nice. Cedric's not in a very good spot right now of not having lunch. That's not very nice for him. I did speak to JT a little bit on Instagram, because I made an Instagram story saying, like, I swear to God, I'll fucking leave this house. And JT saw it, and JT replied to me, was like, what happened? Leo also said that, like, replied to me, like, DM'd me on Instagram. What happened? And I'm like, well, yeah, this host, blah, 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 blah. And JT said that for the past few days, it's been a little tough for her as well, because her host and her host's son kept on arguing, and one time they were arguing during breakfast, and the cat was cold, and JT said something like along the lines of, hey, the cat is cold, like, can somebody take care of the cat? And then her host's son yelled at JT saying something like, I don't fucking care about the cat, or something like that. So it's been a little rough for JT as well. But definitely for me, JT also said she felt sorry for me. Thank you. But to be honest, okay, JT told me that if things go really terribly, I could complain to the ISP, to the homestay people. But both of us don't know if it actually works or not. But now, so far, everything that the host had said to me is within reasonable realm. You know, she doesn't want food in the room because she doesn't want to invite ants and crickets or critters into the room. So yeah, I guess that is within the reasonable realm. It's a little extreme because I got nice sealed lids. I also threw away a few plastic bags. Also the polystyrene boxes that I threw in the trash after I finished my lunch because I couldn't eat them all. The host fished them out, cleaned them for me, thank you, and put them in a bag and told me to throw them away myself in a recyclable blue trash bin outside of the house. And which is baffling. Like, this is like great leap forward. You're throwing all kinds of plastic into the trash. Polystyrene, regular like water bottle plastic, and then like the paper, like they could be dirty, like tissue paper, they could be dirty, but she would still throw it, and she would force me to throw it in the recycling bin, which is wrong. The paper is dirty, and you can't recycle that shit because bits of chewed food is on it, and oil and all kinds of shit. So it's a bad idea to recycle something like that. Back in my home in Hong Kong, after I drink a can of something, I would rinse it with water first before I throw it away, because otherwise the sugar will stick, and it'll be very sticky, and it's just not very good. So we have to rinse it. It's the rule. But in here, I rinsed it, and she's like, no, you don't rinse it. It's a waste of water. Well, who's the fucking idiot here then? So, yeah. So if things get worse in the next week or so, and in the future in general, I can complain to the ISP. I'm totally obligated to do so, and yeah. Hey, I hate living in this house, I hate living in this city, and I want to die. What's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite albums, and today I just remembered that I have psychology homework. Again, I have to finish it within the next 45 minutes. But anyways, I am going to do a quick album review as quick as possible. New Earl Sweatshirt album. Alright, time now is 8:43 p.m. on January 17th. Yeah, the bad thing that American houses are made out of wood. And that is mainly because that this afternoon when I did my when I did my Earl Sweatshirt album review, I believe, I half jokingly said, I hate living in this city, I hate living in this house. And it's I'm only half joking. Of course I'm saying it as a bit of a, an intro, cynical intro, but I was half joking, like I was half serious too. I haven't had a very pleasant time in this place. And the host heard me saying it afternoon. If only I'd said it in Cantonese. But the host heard me, and she just texted me. She waited a whole how many hours? But the host texted me, saying that she is kicking me out of the house because I said I hate living here. So instead of maybe asking me to the table and genuinely talk to me and ask me what are my concerns and how are we going to work together, maybe I've done wrong, maybe she's done wrong, maybe we could have a conversation, a civil adult, that would be a real word, a civil conversation about it as two adults talking out our problems, trying to find middle ground. Instead of that, she directly contacted the homestay people and asking to kick me out, which I believe might be the first time that it happened to her. But yeah, so okay, I'm gonna call my mom. Okay, OK，咁我而家就會用廣東話解釋啦，因為咁我就會加啲字幕喺下面，因為我而家唔講得英文，因為個屋主聽得明英文嘅。咁係咁我而家覺得又唔係緊張嘅，因為我有一部分我有一部分有預計到呢一個咁嘅事情會發生嘅，但係首先我收到個 message 之後，我即刻 email 咗個 ISP， 就同佢哋投訴呢一個屋主有啲咩問題啊，呢間屋有啲咩問題啊，衞生問題、食物問題等等啊，個門又唔係真係好 work 啊，個鐘又唔係好 work，個床好細，我乜水都講，我乜嘢都講，我張床 OK， 我張床咁矮，我起身撞我個頭，我有講，我去戲院睇戲嗱，我好感恩個屋主帶我去睇戲，但係睇戲嗰陣時候，佢冇乜點樣遵守呢一啲防疫嘅規矩，咁所以我梗係即管同 ISP 佢哋講，就話我唔係好舒服喎，佢哋咁樣唔遵守呢啲規矩，咁樣其實係一個好大嘅問題。咁我唔單止寫咗email，我仲放咗 IG story，我仲喺 Twitter 嗰度講咗一啲嘢啦。咁好多人都見到我 IG，Topher 見到我 IG，跟住之後又DM 我表達佢嘅支持啊。咁我都感恩，因為我個人唔係真係好中意 Topher，但係Topher 表達佢嘅建議，Tom 有見到啦，Leo、Pink 佢哋都有見到嘅。跟住之後其實第一件事我唔係寫 email，第一件事我係話俾我媽媽聽，我打電話俾佢，跟住之後我媽媽即刻用盡佢嘅資源揾佢嘅朋友啊，揾下有冇其他人啊，咁樣上個禮拜定係2個禮拜之前，我媽媽同埋我姨姨就帶咗我去Torrance 嗰度。約咗一對夫婦同埋佢哋嘅仔去食飯，食日本飯，食日本餐。咁嗰個男人咧，嗰個husband，佢就 text 咗我，就話佢會表達支持嘅。另外我媽媽唔知點樣就識一個中國人，就都係住附近嘅，咁樣嗰個中國人就有 text 我，就問我O 唔 OK， 需唔需要有啲幫忙？咁我而家係收到好多 text，就係支持我同埋幫助我。 但係係咯，我因為咁樣，我覺得好感恩嘅其實，同埋係咯，其實我第一件事喺我同媽媽講之前咧，我第一件事我收到個屋主個 text 嗰陣時候，我就第一件事其實我同佢講唔係啊，講笑嘅咋，我講笑嘅咋。但係我應該我都估到佢唔會就咁就原諒我啦，即係話佢會真係叫個 ISP 踢我走。咁 Tom 就同我傾咗偈，傾咗少少偈，佢就話其實個屋主正常嚟講唔可以咁樣踢人走嘅，正常嚟講係唔可以嘅。咁所以好奇怪啊呢個情況。跟住之後 JT 同我又傾咗少偈啊。咁係JT 就話我唔應該咁早 send 個封 email，因為有可能個 ISP 會直接話俾個屋主聽話有人投訴，咁樣屋主就知道會係我，咁樣屋主就會對我好差。但係咧，其實我都可以話俾 ISP 聽，就話唔該，可唔可以將呢一封 email 較為將佢變成一個秘密，唔好話俾個屋主聽住，因為我唔想要佢對我特別差。咁係咯，真係好辛苦，因為而家講唔到英文，我慣咗對住個電話我講英文嘅，但係好可惜呢啲牆呢啲埲牆係用木做嘅，OK？我講乜嘢，我講乜水，佢哋都聽到。咁所以如果講廣東話，佢哋又唔識聽，又唔知點。Adam DM 咗我，有好多人都表達佢哋嘅支持，咁就好好啊。同埋另一樣嘢就係其實都雖然係慘嘅，我而家係一個好慘嘅情況，但係我好開心我可以離開到呢間屋，因為我真係好唔中意呢間屋，呢度好污糟啊，呢度好多問題啊。雖然呢啲問題唔係真係致命嘅問題，唔係真係咁嚴重，但係有問題就係有問題。咁我係有權去同 ISP 講嘅。第二就係其實如果個屋主對我講嘅嘢，我喺個 review 講嘅嘢反應冇咁大嘅話，其實呢個情況係可以避免嘅。呢個情況係可以避免，我哋可以坐低，我哋可以好坦白咁樣同對方講嘢，化解我哋嘅衝突。咁樣就唔需要咁大件事啦。但係個屋主直接聯絡個 ISP 要踢我走，咁冇辦法啦。你想攻擊我，我攻擊翻你轉頭啊！我寫咗封超長嘅 email，我用盡我 English paper free 嘅技能嘅技巧，我終於用到。我以前喺香港冇得幫人補習，我而家都有得用到呢啲 skills。但係我打得好，我覺得我打得好，我覺得我嗰封 email 寫得非常之好。我覺得我又講話佢哋冇遵守防疫措施啊，絕招嘅呢一個。我又講話我而家好大壓力，跟住之後個屋主又講好多嘢，令到我壓力增加啊，又係絕招，第二大絕招。咁係咯，咁我而家我剪條片嗰時會加字幕嘅，因為我而家唔可以講英文。咁加字幕超煩，我知道，對唔住，我對唔住自己，但係係咯，就係咁多，非常之興奮嘅。我住喺香港嘅時候，2020至2021，我都覺得我生命冇乜價值啊，又覺得好悶。我覺得我好似唔係生存緊，唔係生活緊咁樣。我而家非常之生活緊，OK？我係每一日我都係充滿挑戰嘅，特別今日咁所以係都有一個咁嘅經驗，都幾精彩嘅，都係一個值得留念嘅一件事。係8分鐘字幕。我講錯咗，DM 我嗰個唔係 Adam，係 AJ。 which is 非常之奇怪，因為 AJ 永遠都唔會同我講嘢，但係啊喺呢個咁特別嘅情況之下，Mary，呢個係你嘅機會 ，Mary。Yeah, so time now is 11:55 p.m. on January 17th. I'm speaking in English again. I think they're both asleep, or at least the host is asleep, so I can speak in English now, but I'm gonna have to keep it down. So, yeah, you know, I've always thought the first time I had to make a video, where I speak in Cantonese would be a very special video, but, well, unfortunately, I had to do it just then, because of survival reasons, really. Also, like, when you see my face close up, you can really see this part of my chin just being red, and it's hurting, actually. Like, it's been hurting for a few days, so that's crazy. But yeah, you know, here's an interesting way to put it. If there are two me's, god damn it. Okay, so I'm studying a psychology course right now, and the chapter I read today is dissociative identity disorder. So if there were two me's, right? It has nothing to do with DID. If there were two me's, one me is the now me, the present me in this world. I flew to LA and I don't have a very great experience. Everything went wrong. I don't have friends. I feel lost. I feel anxious. I feel stressed. And then the other me decided to stay in Hong Kong and just live out his boring life. You know, no problems. He doesn't have to care about coronavirus all that much. Doesn't have to care about money all that much. And he doesn't have to force himself to look for friends. I think the other me would be jealous of the now me, even though right now I'm suffering more. And I think that is because at least I'm living now. Like, at least something interesting is going on in my life right now. Like, the moment I leave Hong Kong, just something interesting happens. Like it's almost like as if I've gone back to life again. Really. You know how during 2020 and 2021 I felt like, you know, again, like I've said in Cantonese, I felt like my life, you know, it's also such a damn good thing that I'm bilingual. Thank God I'm bilingual. I'm fluent in both languages. Thank God. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, you know, back in those days, I really miss my school days, you know, the pain and the anxiety and the suffering. And now it's almost like I'm getting it back, but almost, because it's not the same. Like, obviously, I had so much more fun back in school. Not in a fun way, but, you know. But now circumstances are different, but at least I'm still living in a drama. It's almost like the last 2 weeks of me arriving in LA and then what happened here is like the first arc of my new life here, the first arc, the house arc, right? Yeah, this makes me realize how, like, behind my videos are, because I want to upload my vlog videos in chronology, so yeah, I want to you know, upload my Central vlogs, my Kowloon vlogs, my Changzhou vlog, my Lantau Island vlogs, and then my America vlogs. So it'll be a whole month later until this video comes out, probably. So yeah, this is why it's important to follow me on Twitter to be updated on things. if you want to be. But yeah, you know, I'm kind of thrown off track actually, you know, as hard as I try to maintain order in my life, watch a movie every day, do YouTube videos every day, and do college homework, these three things. I'm pretty much thrown off track right now. I want to do homework, but I really am not in the mood. I'm honestly kind of anxious. I feel scared. I don't know how will those people, like the host and her son, treat me tomorrow, because I have no idea. Maybe they would act extra nicer, but they would probably act extra meaner to me. Maybe the host tomorrow would, drag me aside and speak to me, but that would literally mean nothing because she already contacted the ISP. So yeah, I don't know. I also have a small fear because my mom managed to find a Chinese person, and as you know, I do not agree with the politics of the Chinese government at all. So if that person is a hardened Chinese government supporter, I will be in trouble too. And so I don't want to go from trouble to another trouble, so I really have to really like keep it down. But yeah, yeah. Don't know what to say. Really don't know what to say. Exciting life, really exciting. So yeah, I know this is a very abnormal reaction to what I've just experienced. I feel anxious, but also simultaneously somewhat excited and more importantly satisfied. This is what I asked for when I said I wanted to live a life. This is exactly what I asked for. Yeah. So yeah, time now is 1:22 a.m. I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna take a shower and go to bed. But yeah, this is my room right now. This is my room. And yeah, as you can see, it is a bit messy, but I just don't have a lot to work with right here. I don't have a lot of space because a lot of the stuff, especially this part is really messy. And I don't have a lot to work with because I don't want to put stuff outside of my room. But yeah, this is my laptop, the stuff here. So this is funny. Okay, so this is, plastic bags. Those are dirty clothes. These are clothes. Okay, these are dirty too, actually. I'm gonna have to put them in that dirty clothes bag. These are stuff that I don't necessarily use on a day-to-day basis. My snack corner is here. I don't know how am I gonna deal with it. If I'm gonna have to move out, I'm gonna have to put them all in a bag. And then these are stuff that I straight up don't use. Bags and the luggages, the washing machine net, and shoes that I don't even get to use. This my bed. Again, I wake up every morning. Actually, I've lived here for 16 nights, and there was only one night, and I think it was the second night or maybe the third night, I actually accidentally bumped my head after I wake up. And it wasn't a very hard bump. It was just a soft bump. But, usually I would stretch. When I wake up, I would, raise my arm and stretch, and I would accidentally punch the ceiling up there. So that's pretty not cool. And, yeah, fridge, closet. Man, how am I gonna deal with this stuff? I don't know. But, yeah. I still got a lot of clothes here. Again, a little messy because I'm a lazy person. Okay, I don't have anything on there, right? So, oh yeah, these socks are here for drying, but otherwise, these are all long sleeve clothes, long sleeve shirts, long sleeve pants, like long pants, and these are the underwears and socks. These are all the short sleeve shirts and shorts. The jackets are here. That's it. That's it from my room. Nothing fancy. And this bag right here is a sacred bag of pajamas. And this is the only added maybe 3 days ago. special towel. After I come back home, I wash my face and my hair with it, refresh myself, clean myself, but not to be mixed with the shower towels. So, yeah. So, this is where I usually take my glasses for drinking. I've used it once actually. There's a teapot for hot water. There's a plant, it's always in the way, but now it's wilt. Fruits that nobody eats. This is the dishwasher. Big plates there, small plates there, yada yada. Cheerios were disgusting. The toaster. Normal trash can, recycle, quote unquote, recycle. Eating utensils, which are not very clean. Okay. My egg tarts. I still have 2 egg tarts right here. Okay. Right. The fridge. Quote unquote green tea. This is the pitcher. And the water inside is tap water. Peanut butter is here for some reason. Maple syrup. These carrots, man. These baby carrots have been sitting in this fridge for like 2 weeks already, as far as I know. Eggos, bagels. Okay. Right. This is her computer. Very old school. And then this is where I sit every single meal. I've never sat elsewhere. There's more out there, but I haven't gone there that many times. Only one time, actually. The dog food. This is the dog bed. Dog gate. This is the host couch.